Hey guys, Josh here with Josh and Hunter's Adventures, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to spool a baitcaster. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys how I spool a baitcaster. What we got here today is a Daiwa Tatula 100. And I am going to be doing a reel review video on this Daiwa right here. So if this is your first time visiting our channel, be sure you go down and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you guys know when we put out videos and you can be sure to check out the review on this reel. But let's go ahead and get straight in to how I go about spooling a baitcaster. Alright guys, so the first thing that we want to talk about is how to put the line on the reel. And I'm going to show you a simple little way to know how to do this. So you can see right here, I'm going to show you, when you turn the handle of the reel, you can see that the spool is turning this way. The line is going to go on and turn this way. You can see I'm going to turn it real slow. You can see which way the spool is going. So that means the line is going to go on the top and be on the spool this way. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to always make sure, if your line, you want to make sure it comes off the spool the same way as it's going on the reel. Okay, so you wouldn't want to pull the line off the bottom, because this line already has memory on it. Okay, well, as soon as it's put on here, this line already has memory on it. So you want to make sure when you put it on the reel that it's going the same way that it is on the spool. Okay, now there's a couple different ways that you can do this, and you can have a buddy hold the spool like this right here and just apply tension to it. Okay, so your buddy could have it right here and you could have the reel and you could just apply tension that way. But I found a lot easier way, and this is a Berkeley spooling station that I've had for some years now. And basically you've got a reel seat right here that your reel will go into, and I will show you exactly how to do this. And this right here is little spring clamps right here that will hold the spool right here and keep everything in line. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how I do it on this spooling station. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. If you happen to have one of these spooling stations, you can do it just like I am. Or if you don't and you just, like I said, use a buddy to hold it, that's okay too. Like I said, this is just like a little reel seat. So you're going to take your reel and just put it in just like you would a regular rod. And tighten down your reel seat, and your reel is good and tight. You're going to take your spool of line. This is trilene fluorocarbon. And make sure you put it on there so the line is coming off the top. And we're going to tighten it down and just... you're going to want to sort of eyeball and make sure, you want to make sure that your line is straight with the reel, okay? You don't want it way over here to the side or over here, You want it directly straight in front of it so the line is coming straight off onto the reel. Alright, so now after we've got everything lined up and straight, let's talk about getting the line on the reel and tying the knot that you need around the spool. I'm going to change the camera angle around just a little bit so you can see a little bit better when I'm working right here with the reel. That way I can show you what kind of knot to tie. Alright guys, so I want to show everybody before we start spooling and to get into it, because I'm going to have the camera at a different angle, and I just want to make sure everybody knows. So when we're going to put the line through, where it's going through is this hole right here. So when we push our button, this is a T-wing system here on the Daiwas that they have, but other reel brands would just have like a little hole right there. So that is exactly where the line will go through. I just want to make sure everybody was clear, because I'm going to be working behind here over top, and I want to make sure everybody could see. Okay, so now that everyone has seen where the line is going to go through the front of the reel, we're going to go ahead and start putting the line on the reel. So first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press the button down to release the spool. You're going to go through the front of the eye on the reel. You're going to get the line. Now you're going to want to pull out enough so that you got enough to work with. And what you're going to do is you're going to go underneath the spool. And when you go underneath the spool, the best advice that I can give you is to get a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, and grab the line, okay? So the next step is you're going to tie one overhand knot. One overhand knot, okay? Now, take your other pliers, the pliers that you had, and you're going to grab this line on the bottom side. Now we're going to tie 2 more overhand knots on the spool. Cinch those down. There's one. Tie one more. And now you're going to take your main line and you're going to pull the line till it grabs that other knot that we tied right there. Okay, now you are good and secure right there. Now you're going to take a pair of scissors and you're going to cut your tag line. And now we're ready to start spooling the line on the reel. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and start putting the line on. What I like to do is I will hold the line right here to get it started. You're going to turn the reel. Alright, so now the line is picking up. You can see it's going from side to side. Something that I will do along the way is I will make sure that it goes from side to side. I will guide the line onto the reel and make sure that it is going all the way from side to side. You don't want it to go in one spot. You want to make sure it's going all the way over. See right there how it's going on all the way across on each side. Sometimes I will even come up here and I will hold the line up here. Like I said, you're just going to spool it on. Now a little trick that I do is I use this stuff right here. It is Line and Lure Conditioner. Kevin Van Dam's Line and Lure Conditioner. This stuff can be picked up at Bass Pro for probably, I don't know, probably $11, 11 or 12 bucks. What I like to do is I'll just take it and give it a couple squirts right there, and I'll go right back, just right in the middle of the spool. Again, I'll help it side to side. I want to make sure my spool is good and straight. So basically what this stuff is it's supposed to eliminate tangles and twists, extends line life, and to protect gears. I never spray it like inside my reel or anything. I just always spray it on my line. And I mean, it really seems like it works really well on keeping my memory down on the line. So again, periodically make sure everything's going from side to side. Alright, so now let's talk about where I like to stop on putting the line on the reel. This is where I like to stop. You don't want to over spool this, because if you do, it's going to make the line just want to jump off the reel like crazy. So I'm going to get a little bit of view for you. So basically, I'm going to show you guys, this is where I like to stop on putting the line on there. You don't want to over spool it, because if you do, it's just going to cause backlashes and the line's just going to roll off there like crazy for you. But this is perfect right here. This is exactly the way that you want it. Alright guys, we got it all spooled up. Used almost every bit of the line on that spool of line that we had there, so that's a good thing. We didn't waste any. But I really like this stuff, this Line and Lure Conditioner. Like I said, when I'm spooling these up, I'll just go through and spray just a couple squirts on here, and it really seems like it helps with the memory of the line, and it seems like I get some, really good casting distance out of it. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it helped you in showing you how I spool a bait caster. Hopefully, if you're a beginner or a seasoned fisherman, that you can take something from this video. But if this is your first time visiting our channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you know when we put out videos, because we put out videos weekly and I don't want you to miss any of the content. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, let me know how you liked the video. I'm Josh for Josh and Hunter's Adventures. We'll see you next time, guys.